Hello world, this is the Brandon Woods Artcast, Episode 1, The Discovery of Lascaux. On September 12th, 1940, a boy, his friends, and his dog, Robot, were exploring the countryside of southwestern France. They had gone over those hills and through those forests countless times before, always in search of treasure, novelty, and excitement. And as usual, Robot barked and chased after who knows what, but this time he ran down a hole in the earth. The boys hurried after him, concerned for his safety, and they noticed when they got to the hole that it was very deep and much cooler around the hole than the ground that they were standing on. Robot had run into a cave. The boys called after him. They could hear him barking in the cave. And so the bravest of the boys decided to go down to get him. They tied a rope around his waist, and he slowly lowered himself down a steep incline into the cave. Once he got inside, he heard shuffling and breathing, hoping that it was Robot. He called after Robot, didn't hear anything back. He couldn't hear anything over the boys above calling for Robot too, and he didn't feel like he was alone. It seemed like his eyes were misleading him because it looked like the walls were moving, or there was something different happening inside of that cave that he had never encountered before. And he mustered up his courage, called for Robot again. This time, Robot responded just with a little soft bark in the distance. And he was assured by that. He was able to calm down enough to untie the rope from around his waist and light his lantern. And after he lit his lantern, he looked up and started to take a step forward, but then stopped dead in his tracks, awestruck by what he saw. At first, the other boys were calling down to him, What's wrong? What do you see? What is it? But he was speechless. He didn't have the words to describe what he was seeing because it was so different from anything that he had encountered before. Finally, he was able to pull himself out of it enough to yell up, "You've got to come see this!" And so the other boys came down, and they all stood mesmerized by the cinematic wonder that was surrounding them. after they had been down there for hours, they finally emerged and ran to tell their schoolmaster about it. As boys are often known to come up with wild stories, he was skeptical at first, but he agreed to see if what they were telling him was real and true, based on their persistence and enthusiasm of it. And so he went to see for himself and understood when he did, and word spread quickly from there throughout the community and beyond to world-famous archaeologists, paleontologists, to examine and explore this remarkable find. This was the first of many caves, Chauvet, Altamira, countless others that had yet to be discovered. And today, September 12th, is the anniversary of its discovery. So, if you want to learn more about it, I highly recommend the French Ministry of Culture's website. They have an interactive map, all kinds of information about it. But until next time, I want to encourage you to do what you love and make good work. This is Brandon Woods, signing off.